So on that tree, it always used to be silverware. I would put silverware on that tree and tie bows on the tree. And then I just recently, since I've come out with a lot of the cupcakes and the bakery items and the candies and stuff, that's what I do on that tree in the kitchen. And then I have some little old-fashioned feather trees that I put out from, I can't remember the name of that company, and I love it. I collected their stuff too. It's Lancaster Market, that's it. It's kind of folky and yummy, but old and yummy. Kind of old yummy stuff. So love their stuff. So I do a feather tree in that. And then I have some smaller, like 3-foot feather trees that I started collecting, just smaller glass ornaments, blown glass ornaments that I put on there. Okay, y'all, that was the 3-inch. So now we're going to go to 2.5-inch. So we need 3 strips at 2.5. And I think I will use this. So this is the one that got wet. I don't know how it got wet. I can't remember. But in here, anything can happen. I start spritzing stuff, and I'm not aware of what's around me because I'm just starting to spritz, and I'm in the moment, and I'll look over and go, oh heck! So 3 strips at 2.5. I'm gonna put the lid on this. It's done. Half-inch again, every half-inch. I love this, to use this on Martha's scoreboard. I've about used hers down to the ground. It's about like a old sharpened pencil that's like a nub. You know, I think it comes from scoring heavy weight paper, and really the crafts cardstock, it eats it. Eats that little this thing. You can see the nub. And I try to sharpen it, and I can sharpen it. And y'all want to hear a funny story? Some folks know this already, but I sharpen it on my porch or my driveway on the cement. Don't ask why. But it works. And then I kind of smooth it out with some light sandpaper. But I'm not giving that up, and I like the stylus on this. It's fast and easy, and it doesn't rip the paper. And usually, you know, if you get this and you push too hard, sometimes with Martha's bone folder, you can crack the paper. So this never really cracks the paper. It does make a wider score line. And sometimes that's bad, sometimes it's good. And so sometimes if I really need to make a really crisp fold, if you'll notice this, well, I'll show you in a second. When you do these with this wider, it doesn't come out exactly, when you accordion pleat it, it's not going to come out a perfect fold. I'll show you. But you know what? It never really has for me. So, but let me show you. Some are going to be a little bit bigger than others. So far, this is looking pretty okay. But you can kind of see. It also that one's a little bit wider, and it could be where I moved the paper. Can you see that? Oh, where am I? Here we go. See how that's a little bit wider than the rest of them, and it could be where I moved the paper or didn't hold on to it like I should. Actually, that's really bad. Let me do it again. See, once I call attention to myself, it's like, I can't handle it, I gotta do something about it. I think I just missed that whole line, actually. There we go. But if you move it, sometimes when you stack it, it doesn't come out completely straight. You think that would be like completely on top of each other, but it's not. Here's that one. And it could be the movement of the paper when you're trying to pleat it. But anyway, okay, next, onward. I'm gonna do up on this one. So, what was I at? So Mom's coming. We were talking about Mom too, weren't we, earlier, about wanting her to come and do a video with me in the studio, and hopefully maybe I can get her to do the tree with me. There's a little tree project like this, just like this, from Archivers that I saw. And if you go into Archivers, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're probably in every shop. But I love Archivers. Archivers here has moved over to a new location, and I sure like this new location. It's brighter and prettier, I think. It's just a brighter store than where they were. There's windows all over the store, and it just makes it really cool. You just feel good. I like, windows and light. That's a good thing, especially in a retail situation. So Mom's coming, and I'm excited to have her. And she has been excited about y'all's comments last time she did it. We had a good time together in here. I was proud to have her in here. I was proud to show her off because I love my mom. And since this is Thanksgiving, I've been talking about my family. You don't hear much about my dad. My dad passed away in 1995, so he's been gone a while now. And he was an engineer and smart as a whip. So intelligent, man. He was a smart man. Big. He was a big guy. 6'3". Probably the thinnest one in my family. And just an amazing man. So anyway, I need to glue these together. Don't I? I forgot to do that. So that's why you don't hear me talk about my dad. And so, and then, like I was saying a while ago, lost my sister just kind of out of the blue 3 years ago. And that was really hard for all of us. So, it's just my mom and my other sister and me. This is what's left in my family. And so, it really surely brings you closer together to all your loved ones. If you weren't before, it brings you back a little bit more. Anyway, enough about that. So, did I do them all? So I've got my 4x12, my 3.5x12, my 3x12, and my 2.5x12, and stack them according to size of placement to the bottom, creating the fan effect. So you guys, I will be right back. I am gonna get some coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What I did, I don't know if we're gonna need it or not, but I cut some chipboard. Gotta have some chipboard in my world. Anyway, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna round it off. Real quick. I think to put in between each one, maybe. Just gonna roughly cut these into little circular-ish pieces. Okay, where were we? Talking about my family. Talking about my family. What were we talking about? Kathy was what? Kathy was 49. and a big part of our family. She was amazingly funny and storyteller, and she loved kids. And unfortunately, she never had a family of her own. But maybe that's what God had planned for her. I don't know. So, oh, Dad. We were talking about Dad. Sorry, y'all. Dad. I already said he was a civil engineer. He went to the University of Texas and got his degree, and then went back to University of Texas and got his master's. He started out at Kilgore College in East Texas, where my family is from. Kilgore and Tyler. I was the only Austinite. I was the only Austin baby. Both my sisters were born in Tyler. And let me show you Dad's picture. I love this picture. I know, I'm making this video longer. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? This is Dad in his Kilgore Rangerette uniform. He played, I think, the trombone or saxophone. Trombone. Yeah, I think he played the trombone. I'll have to ask Mom. But that was his first car, and Mom said this was his pride and joy. And y'all probably seen this picture before on my blog. I post it every once in a while on his birthday. But I need to do something with that. That's such a fun picture. I love it. My hanger fell. Been hanging up there ever since May. Okay, so back to this. Let's see. So I guess we start with the biggest first. I'm going to get these in order because it doesn't take much to get me confused. So let's start with the biggest first. Let me move that out of the way so y'all can see. And I guess we gather it up, push it down like that, right? Oh, you know what? Forgot about my hot glue gun. Let's see if it's on. Let's see if it's on and rocking. You know what? This does not look like theirs. I wonder if I should pleat these a little bit more and fold them down. One moment. I don't know if you need to do this, but I'm going to fold them a little bit better. That's what I hate about going by instructions, and that's exactly why I can't cook. It's because I go exactly by the instructions, and so when it doesn't work, it frustrates me because, and that's why I hate to write patterns for you guys, because I'm trying to explain something and trying to figure out how to tell y'all the best way, and because I don't want anybody to be frustrated. I remember the days of purchasing patterns and trying to figure out what the designers meant. And I hope y'all can get through mine. And so that's why I always put on there, if you get stuck, email me, because I want to help you. Even if I have to do a video on it, whatever, I want to help y'all figure it out. So, glue gun. I'm going to grab my glue gun, get it over here ready. I'm going to move this paper out of the way because it will be glued upon. Ooh. Let's see, I'm about out of flat spaces. I need to organize this studio before I start on my CHA samples for everybody. So I'm going to have to get it all cleaned up and ready to go and get it going. So anyway, okay, here it is. It's backwards, but that's okay. So we're going to push it in this way. We're going to turn it around, maybe. We can do that. Okay, much better. Makes me feel better anyway. Let's see. Should we make it tight? I don't know. So we'll just put it where it goes. Anyway, I want to put some glue on here. Right in there. And stick my board on. And I'll probably be doing this wrong, I don't know. But there's only one way to find out. So is that good? Are you glued yet? Okay, I'm gonna hold that for a second. And then I'm gonna get my other piece out here. And do the same thing. I'm gonna hold this a little bit better. I know y'all are probably thinking I am crazy telling y'all about my family and stuff, but it's Thanksgiving. Always love to know like the details of people. You know, I think that's cool. Let's talk about, what can we talk about? I've always loved making stuff. And you name it, if you have done it and it's a craft, I've done it. Well, kind of. I love to try new things out. I love to do new things. I love to learn new things. And it makes me happy. I love to be able to know how to do anything. So, oh, which reminds me of a funny story, okay, since we're talking, is, I wanted, when I was younger in junior high, that was when the craze of Ralph Lauren button-downs came into play. You had to wear a Ralph Lauren in my high school. Junior high, actually. I guess it was junior high. And I am out of glue. Let me grab some glue. Hold on. Stay. And I wanted one of those so bad. And Mom said, you know, Jim, she said, I will buy you one of those. But it's going to be your responsibility to take care of it because they're 100% cotton and you're going to have to take care of that. And so that is how I learned how to iron and starch my shirts. So that is, I'm going to see if I'm doing this right in a second. These may be completely wrong. I may have to pull them off and do them over, but let's just see real quick. I probably should make them lower or smaller. So it's supposed to go kind of, you put the fans together like that. So I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. So that's that one. Okay, I'm going to put those over there, and I'm going to grab the, this is 3.5, I'm sorry, 3 inch. So when I was little, I would, when I was younger, I loved to make stuff. Dad would bring home IBM punch cards and loved to get those. Mom would always have a fresh bolt of Scotch tape. And I loved, you know, I didn't know any better. I would tape stuff together and make all kinds of stuff. And I loved to make my mom gifts because she always appreciated them. She still does. But I try not to make her too many things because she doesn't have a place to store them anymore. And like me, I am completely out of room myself, and I need to figure out what to do with all these projects. I need to get rid of them. They're killing me. Some of them I like to keep for reference, but I need to get rid of them because I'm running out of space in my house. You know, I don't know, y'all. I think I'm going to cut these down just a little bit smaller. I don't know why, but let's just see. And these are not seen, so you don't have to be too careful. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. I think one of my favorite things in high school, I was in shop class, and I made a bowl from wood on a lathe, and I think I used to have that. I don't know, it's probably somewhere in storage, but I think that was one of my favorite things to do. I love to work with wood. I love to sand stuff. I used to get a whole bunch of, used to be really into finding antiques and refinishing them. But, you know, I haven't done that in years, and I miss just being out there and sanding it down. And I love to take anything yucky and try to make it look like it's something fun. I think that's truly what I love. Even it's like, I know this is crazy, even like polishing brass or silver. I love to take something that's just completely like that and see the end result, which is something prettier. I've even done upholstery. One year, I made right when I moved out, I wanted a chaise lounge. And I made one out of 2x4s. It was the heaviest sucker you've ever seen. There were nails sticking out of it everywhere, and I upholstered that whole thing. But I learned something. I learned how to do it. And I think, you know, honestly, can you tell I'm talking too much? But I'm trying to entertain y'all while I'm doing this. So, sorry about that. I think that Dad always worked with wood. Dad didn't eat anything. I mean, he was, like I was saying a while ago, he did amazing things in his life. So, and he was where everybody in my family got their creative juices from. Because he could do anything. And I didn't cut this smaller, did I? Shoot. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this real quick before it dries. Oh well. Here we go. Do a little bit more. So anyway, I was talking about the wood, where he worked with wood all the time. I hope this won't show. It may show. Let me think. I'll just use it on the back side, maybe. So let me see. We'll find out whether we do this or not. Hold on. I'll make the mistakes and y'all can do it the right way. Let me see. I may have to make it. I'll cut a circle. That's what I'll do. I'll cut a big circle and put it on top of it. He worked with wood, and I always wanted to do that. He was the most amazing man. I mean, he could take anything and make something out of it. And you know, I think that's why I really love chipboard. Is because I can kind of do that same thing, except in a smaller scale with chipboard. So okay, so let's take this and see. It says, after creating each rosette, stack them according to size, with placement to the bottom, creating the fan effect. Okay, so I think we'll glue these together. Maybe. We'll see. So I'm gonna put some glue on this one. Big old daub of glue and line her up. Put it down. So I'm doing that. Right? Can y'all see that? I'm definitely gonna have to get up here in a second and move that camera. So we're gonna let that dry a second. And then this one next. Let's see. Yeah. Put this here. And put that out. And then one more. So it looks like that. You can kind of see the turkey already, right? Cool, huh? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the camera off and cut these template pieces out and see what it says to do, and I'll be right back, okay? So hold on. Okay, I'm back. I scanned the pattern just for future, so I'd have it. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I'm going to try to cover up my circle that's kind of ugly. I'm going to see if I can pull out my circle punches and find a big enough circle. You know what, let's use this one. And that is not going to be big enough. Let me see. Let me see. This might be big enough. And yeah, let's just try that. I'm going to put this one away. Okay. Okay, those are heavy, aren't they? So I'm going to take one of these pieces that I messed up a while ago and use it. blah. And let's see if I can trim some of this down just a bit. It's glued on there. Another phone call. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm thinking I cut a bigger one just because it was driving me nuts and I didn't want to screw it up. So I'm gonna grab. Oh, I don't know what to grab. Let me grab some markers. I want to do that edge. I don't know why. It's probably a waste of time, but let me grab a marker. Just do this edge real quick. It probably doesn't matter because I didn't do these. Let me use the brush tip. I know half this video is going to be me over here and I'm in my world and y'all can't see anything I'm doing. And I'm going to do the edges real quick. Okay, and then I'm going to glue that down. I may be making a big mistake. I don't know. But it's fun trying. We'll just make another one. So I'm going to glue that on here. And the reason why I'm thinking it may be a mistake is that we have to glue this sucker on top of here. And I'm betting $10 it goes in one of those groups. What do you bet? So what we'll do is let's take this off. Unless I made another flat circle to put that on. Let's take it off. So don't do that. Let's just see if we can get this off. Just have to redo this one or something. Okay, so I am thinking that this was not a good move, which is okay, but I'm not going to be able to get this in there anyway. Get this opened right in here. Let's see, where would that go down to? Right in here-ish. Okay, so don't put the circle on the top one, maybe. I have to think about what I'm doing. There are going to be some little 3-inch circles that go around it. So, I don't know. We'll just have to play and see what happens. So let's take this and cut it out real quick. I should have probably pre-cut this so I wouldn't have to watch me do it.